Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have... And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good...
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad men.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I...
Do you think he could have made...
I wouldn't think that for a moment.
I don't know where to start with this.
No. Lauro...
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. The itch for a drink gets us all, but here, yesterday, it was me who typed. I called back to him, as you guess.
What do you think about Captain Vass?
He's a damn good navigator. He knows his craft well, in spite...
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
I need to be going. Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing...
Talking about Jonas, but like...
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few the other day, in the tavern. And then when we left, him and I, well, those brutes were there, waiting.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to.
Did you report this to them?
And the captain? No.
Did Jonas seem troubled?
Maybe.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No.
Why would anyone want to snatch...
How would I know?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of Did anyone else see the...
There was still a small... I seem to recall that regular kind of fellow who plays for now and again. He comes out when they...
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man. It's a pity that he...
Thank you, Laura. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cat.
A Naut, you say?
According to one of his fellows, he would...
A kidnapping. In my estate. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one of your...
I see. An able-bodied...
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his charities. Anything else?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Con...
There was indeed a part.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out.
I'm sorry. Hair down to his neck. Like...
I don't believe it. I hope you've come to reimburse me.
What kind of damage?
A good half of my furniture was...
Let me take a look.
If you can fix it...
Here you are. to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Oh, your cousin is either a very bad joke, dangerous fellows.
What kind of business do they?
Several, actually. And in any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin...
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you?
No. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared. A young cabin boy.
Yes, that does...
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he then?
He seemed rather nervous, as if... And he must have been right to be nervous.
Tell me what happened then.
A rich merchant came. The kind of man you can round up for a... They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go... And I think I might well have seen those same men. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him.
Who was the rich merchant?
No, sir. You were in... It was Sir Fontaine.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy...
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir...
He is absent, but enter, please. Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you. And to what do I owe the honor?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here. But
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses...
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm...
Don't you see, Your Excellency?
I am very surprised. And that his men escorted him from...
Witnesses? In a tavern?
These witnesses are all in agreement...
My son was probably shocked to have found us. A gesture that your drunkards...
What was your son doing on a naught ship?
It is what they do.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us, you will have no trouble verifying the details.
Where might I find your...
I cannot say, Excellency. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will...
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
So, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make...
I'm still without news of my cabin boy.
Could you tell me a little about your...
We are masters of
Thanks to your magic.
our magic. Yeah, as for your question, any child, others are sea gifted. It's how the guild is made.
You haven't heard anything about my... To be honest, we were hoping to...
Did you say he was intending on... My men spoke of a rather...
That isn't the safest place.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
I spoke with a woman who told...
Taken. Her son is sea gifted. His parent...
A contract?
A commercial contract. In exchange, in some cases, nations even trade some of their... I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract, but what I can tell you is the young man, and ever since, he's been a naught.
Be back soon, Cap.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. She told me a strange story. She said that he was taken...
Who was a cabin boy?
They took him back to bring him...
Well, that is very unpleasant news to Sade. Since time immemorial, the children born on their ships belong to... But certain contracts are so in... From time to time, the congregation has passed...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some...
No. That pact, but Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading...
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child. What counts most is breaking a contract with the seafarers has all...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us. Excuse me, madam.
If you would be so courteous, I would...
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas...
That is not true.
Enough! With every...
Prison?
Kidnapping. In the eyes of the prince, you have...
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor... We didn't kidnap our own son. He's in our warehouse. I am certain that once you have heard his account...
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy. Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son.
Those Nauts took him.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I... You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are far too young.
I looked into the contract. It was indeed you who ceded your...
It is...
You should have thought of that before.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nauts.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she...
You wouldn't dare.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away.
All children leave the nest one... Locked.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my...
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for my mother.
You don't seem to be all that...
I hadn't seen them since I was 5. Find me. Capture my family is the Nauts.
Yes. You should still...
Whatever you need to read.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you will.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time.
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship.
You do. It's a rather sad...
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells... I do thank you. Your actions bring you on.
Be back soon, Captain.